Happy Thursday. I'm headed off to work. Another day at work, nothing special, but today is 2 days before Hellgate starts. So off to work I go. And school day done. Amazing how that happened, so fast. So now to get ready to leave for Hellgate tomorrow. So I need to make sure I have music on my iPod. I need to make sure that I have my pack ready to go with all my gels. I need to make sure I have all my gear and clothes and everything ready, shoes done, just all that stuff that you kind of have to make sure you're ready to go for when the race starts tomorrow at 12:01. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that stuff done now and take you guys along. Now when it comes to picking music that I want to listen to for races, I'm probably of the minority, and that's because I only listen to like 4 or 5 songs during an entire race, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, especially it being like a 15-hour run or a 5-hour run. I pretty much listen to like the same 4 or 5 songs the whole time. So right now I have 4 songs on my iPod shuffle. They are Scared to Be Lonely, The Cure by Lady Gaga, I'm the One, featuring DJ Khaled and Justin Bieber, and Glorious by Macklemore. And I'm gonna add one more. This song came from a bunch of the cross-country kids playing like pretty much every day at practice, which was Portugal the Man. So I'm gonna have 5 songs. Now last time I ran Hellgate, I like fell asleep for the first 5 hours. I mean, I was falling asleep running up the mountain. I would like take like 3 steps and then fall asleep, and then like try to like wander to the side, and then take 3 more steps and then wander to the side. And basically like I was trying to prevent myself from like falling off of a cliff. This year, I'm gonna actually start listening to music. So normally I have this rule that I don't listen to music within the first half of a race. It's like good incentive to like later on get to listen to music. Well, at mile 50, I think Sean's gonna pick me up. So that's nice that I'm gonna have a pacer for the last like 16. And I may still listen to music then. Sorry, Sean. But it'll be nice to have music to listen to. And then the other thing is, I want music at night. That's like the hardest part. That's the part where you gotta stay awake. I'm gonna add the song on here now and then show you guys like the rest of the stuff that I normally do for packing. Gillia's here, she says hello. She's gonna make a lot of noise here in the background. So a few of the things I'm gonna use in the race. I use this Petzl Now headlamp. It is just a great lamp. It's got these like profiles you can set for trail running. It's adaptive or reactive, meaning that like the further you look away, it concentrates the beam and shines brighter. If it's closer, if you're looking like down at your hands or looking at something in your hands, it adjusts the light to not make it as harsh. I got this when I was in grad school, so 2014, I think before Umstead, and I've used it for all my big races. I'm hoping it's the only headlight I have to have. I will give this up once I see Michelle at Bear Wallow, so that's like 42. So I'm gonna carry this thing for like 8 hours, and it's pretty significant in weight. It's not like a small amount of weight. So this is a pretty significant headlamp to carry. The other thing I also carry is I carry these Skull Candy like $9 headphones. They seem to work great for me. I did have a pair that I put through the wash a couple times. Now I have to remember which pair is which. I don't really remember. I think this is actually my good pair and this is the bad pair, but that's what I use. This is what I'm gonna listen to music with for most of the race. I've got this awesome watch that I've also had for a pretty long time. This is a Phoenix 3. It's nothing fancy, doesn't have heart rate or anything, but I use this every single day. It's good for like 18 hours. You can even charge it with this charger mid-race if you wanted to. I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna take the GoPro with me. So this is the Hero 6. It's not terribly heavy. I also have this old one that my buddy Jeff gave me that I could use for you know, Michelle when she's crewing and everybody else. So that's an option. I've got the batteries charged for this one. I've got 3 batteries for this one. So I think that's kind of the plan as far as recording stuff during the race and during the day. So that's like the rundown. Next up, talk about my pack. Gonna get some Domino's here in a little bit. I always order Domino's before a long race. It's really salty, it's consistent. See my video here that I did and talked all about Domino's and why Domino's is awesome. Domino's, if you're listening, sponsor me. I'm sponsor worthy for Domino's because I love Domino's and I'll totally eat it all the time. And I'll like wear a Domino's singlet. Maybe I should make a Domino's singlet, run a bunch of races in it, and then maybe they'll be inclined to sponsor me. This is my old vest. This is the old vest I used to use. It is the Scott Jurek vest. It had hard bottles up front. I used this thing for I think like 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. A good 3 years. I mean, like, there's certainly signs of wear here where the stitching's kind of coming apart. I did like a run around in this once a month for an entire year. I wore this at Tahoe this summer. It's a great vest, awesome vest. I at one point wanted a new vest. I considered the Nathan Vapor vest, but apparently it doesn't breathe as well. And then I just happened to luck into, now I would never buy this vest. And the reason I would never buy this vest is because it comes with this Hard Rocker logo on it. And I am not a Hard Rocker, I'm not a Hard Rock finisher. I've never even run a Hard Rock qualifier, but the reason that I have this vest is because I won it on an Instagram contest. I just went back to one of my old Instagram photos and tagged it, hashtag my Hard Rock, and I managed to luck into winning this vest. Now I think this vest was like 170 bucks retail, and they just shipped it to me. So it is very comfortable. I like it. The only thing I don't like is that up here where it sits on the back of your neck, it kind of cuts a little high. But it has amazing storage. The materials are really, really nice. It has soft bottles up front. So this vest had hard bottles that sat like right here on your ribs. And if you wore it for a long outing, a long day, it could really cause some tenderness and soreness on the top of your ribs. This is still an awesome vest. I still love this vest, but this thing just, I mean, it just like squeezes, it just like hugs your body, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna wear this. Now, I feel like it's a little much for tomorrow, but I think it works fine when it's not loaded as much. So it's got this big compartment. I don't use a bladder. I'm gonna use soft bottles. I've got my Houdini in here. Now, this Houdini is in a Ziploc bag. If it's raining, I don't want it to get wet. Now, all the goodies that I'm gonna load up. I went to this awesome store, Runabout. I bought a ton of marshmallow goos. And so these are gonna be my goo of choice. Hopefully, I don't get tired of this in the race, because then I'm gonna be in a bad situation. Soft bottles up front, no bladder in the back, and mainly just these goos and a thing of shop blocks. So that's kind of my nutrition plan for Hellgate. I think that's really it. I ordered Domino's. I'm gonna go pick it up at 6, so I'm gonna do that. And that's pretty much the night. It is now pizza time, so I'm gonna head to Domino's, pick up the pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Domino's! I love Domino's. Like, I love it. I love it. It makes me happy. I like when I come home with Domino's. It's always a good night. And back home with pizza, ready to go eat some dinner. Gilly, you want some dinner? You want some dinner? Yeah, you do? Are you hungry too?